Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Asia Sharma. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Wednesday, the 14th of June. Pakistan violates ceasefire along LOC. Indian Army retaliates. Baloch activists protest in Geneva, highlighting atrocities by Pakistan. And landslides kill at least 144 in Bangladesh after heavy rain. And now for all the details. Pakistan Army on Wednesday resorted to indiscriminate firing of small arms and mortars along the de facto border line of control at two locations in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province. The first ceasefire violation was reported early Wednesday morning in Bhimbar Gali sector of Rajouri district, and the second was reported within the next few hours in Nowshera sector. The Indian Army responded strongly and effectively, Indian Army officials said. The firing comes just 2 days after an alert Indian Army foiled an infiltration bid by a group of heavily armed militants from across the LOC in Poonch sector. On Wednesday, at least 9 paramilitary Central Reserve Police Force personnel were injured after militants hurled a grenade at a CRPF camp in Tral area of Jammu and Kashmir's Pulwama district.
On the line of control from the 1st of June, this is the 11th ceasefire violation as we speak right now, and the Indian Army is responding befittingly, and we are giving them a very hard-hitting response.
Meanwhile, Baloch activists on Tuesday held a protest in front of the iconic broken chair in Geneva, highlighting the atrocities of the Pakistan state against Baloch and Pashtuns. They also demanded the United Nations to intervene against the gross human rights violations on the people of illegally occupied regions of Balochistan, Pakistan-administered Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan.
Members of Baloch Voice Association demonstrated highlighting human rights violation by Pakistan against Baloch and Pashtuns during the 35th session of the United Nations Human Rights Council in Geneva. The protest held on Monday was also joined by the Baloch, Kashmiri, Pashtun and Uyghur representatives. The protesters alleged that Pakistan illegally annexed Balochistan in 1948 and the Punjabi-dominated province government has on purpose kept the region underdeveloped. The protesters also denounced the multi-billion-dollar China-Pakistan Economic Corridor or CPEC project and urged the United Nations to take notice of the grave human rights violations in Balochistan, Pakistan-administered Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan.
U.S. Defense Secretary James Mattis on Tuesday said the United States is not winning in Afghanistan. He, however, assured to create a new war strategy to deal with insurgency in the country, which shows no signs of abating.
U.S. Defense Secretary James Mattis said on Tuesday that the United States would deal with the ongoing crisis in Afghanistan from a regional perspective in its new strategy for the country. Mattis told Congress on Tuesday that he was crafting a new war strategy, saying the United States is not winning in Afghanistan. The new war strategy is widely expected to call for thousands more U.S. troops.
We're not winning in Afghanistan right now, and we will correct this as soon as possible. I believe the three things we are asking for stand on their own merit, however, as we look more broadly at the protection of the country.
It is believed that under the new strategy, the U.S. could deploy an additional 3,000 to 5,000 troops in Afghanistan in their campaign against the Taliban.
By mid-July, we'll be able to brief you in detail, sir. We're putting it together now. And there are actions being taken to make certain that we don't pay a price for the delay.
Till date, more than 2,300 Americans have been killed and over 17,000 wounded since the war against insurgency began in 2001.
The World Bank has approved financing worth more than $500 million for Afghanistan. The grant was given to support a string of projects to boost the economy and support Afghan refugees sent back from Pakistan.
A grant of more than $500 million for Afghanistan was approved by the World Bank on Tuesday. The grant was given to support a string of projects in boosting economy, help improve service delivery in 5 cities and support Afghan refugees sent back from Pakistan. According to World Bank, the 6 grants, including donor money, would help the Afghan government at a time of uncertainty when risks to the economy are significant. The World Bank said that the international troop withdrawal, which began in 2011, and political uncertainties have impacted Afghanistan's economy, while a worsening security situation has added to budget pressures. Many of the Afghans that were sent back from Pakistan and Iran are left to rely on subsistence income in rural areas or low-paid work in towns.
Death toll in landslides triggered by heavy rains in southeast Bangladesh on Wednesday rose to 144. The death toll could go up as rescue operations are still underway. A depression in the Bay of Bengal influenced weather all over the country on June 12, bringing about incessant rainfall which inundated Dhaka, Rangamati, Chittagong and Bandarban cities. Densely populated Bangladesh is battered by storms, floods and landslides every rainy season. The latest fatalities came week after Cyclone Mora lashed Bangladesh southeast, killing at least 7 people and damaging tens of thousands of homes. Members of agitating Madhes-based parties have intensified their protest demanding constitution amendment. They blame the Nepal government for lack of conducive environment to hold the second phase of lower level polls scheduled to be held June 28.
A general strike called by the agitating Rashtriya Janata Party Nepal or the RJPN to protest against the second phase of local level elections threw life out of gear in various Tarai districts on Tuesday. The RJPN had decided to scale up their protest after their request to delay polls by a few days was rejected by ruling Nepali Congress and Communist Party of Nepal Maoist Center Alliance. The RJPN has been demanding increase in the local bodies in the Terai region and constitution amendment among others. Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba on Tuesday sought to know from the top leaders of the major political parties whether polls in provinces 2 and 5 should be postponed to pave way for RJPN to join the polls. The Communist Party of Nepal Unified Marxist-Leninist chairman KP Sharma Oli, however, rejected the idea.
A man in southern India has built a bike ambulance to aid the people living in remote areas of the country, who often suffer due to lack of access to reach out to get basic health facilities.
Moved by the stories of people in remote areas who carry the ill or the dead on foot or bicycles in the absence of ambulances, a man in India's southern Hyderabad city has built a bike ambulance to aid the rural population. Muhammad Shahzor Khan, who owns Hyderabad-based Deccan Motorcycle and Scooter Garage, built the unique ambulance at the cost of $1,708 in 35 days. The customized motorbike has a sidecar attached to it. An oxygen cylinder is installed on its side while a portable stretcher and a first aid kit lie at its rear. A blue beacon is also installed atop it, just like the regular ambulances.
हम लोग फिजिकली हैंडीकैप्स के लिए काम करते हैं, डिजेबल्स पूरे गाड़ियाँ डिज़ाइन करते हैं उनके लिए, कार हो गई, बाइक हो गया, स्कूटर हो गया। तो मैं सोचा क्यों ना एक एम्बुलेंस तैयार की जाए बाइक के ऊपर, जिससे रूरल एरिया में जो परेशानी है उसको दूर किया जाए। उसको दिमाग में रख के फिर मैं ये एम्बुलेंस डिज़ाइन किया हूँ बाइक के ऊपर। ये मुझे डिज़ाइन करने में पूरा कंप्लीट होने में 35 डेज़ का टाइम लगा है और इसका टोटल कॉस्ट विथ बाइक 1,10,000 तक आया हमारे को।
Khan said he was planning to approach the concerned authorities for making such kind of ambulances available for the rural population.
India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province attracts thousands of devotees to visit holy shrines of Vaishno Devi and Amarnath. The revered Vaishno Devi shrine is witnessing a massive summer rush of devotees. The tourism of the region receives a major boost due to heavy surge of devotees.
A popular Hindu cave shrine of Vaishno Devi in Indian Kashmir is witnessing heavy rush of visitors for the past few weeks, a senior shrine board official said on Tuesday. The authorities of Sri Mata Vaishno Devi Shrine Board claimed that each day about 45,000 people were visiting the shrine, which is at the height of about 5,300 feet above sea level. Attributing the heavy rush to summer holidays in schools, the authorities said the numbers could further rise as annual Amarnath pilgrimage was yet to begin. Adequate arrangements have been done to handle the rush.
काफ़ी अच्छी चल रही है और हर दिन लगभग जो है वो हमें कुछ आधे एक घंटे पहले ही यात्रा का रजिस्ट्रेशन बंद करना पड़ रहा है। हर दिन जो है 45,000 से ज़्यादा यात्री आ रहे हैं। गर्मी की छुट्टियां शुरू हो चुकी हैं तो काफ़ी तादाद में यहाँ पर यात्री आ रहे हैं और मैं कहूँगा पिछले सालों से भी अभी इस बार हमारी यात्रा ज़्यादा है। लगभग 60,000 यात्री पिछले साल से और उसके पिछले साल से लगभग 5.5 लाख यात्री ज़्यादा आ चुके हैं और जो है अभी अमरनाथ की यात्रा शुरू होने वाली है तो उसमें भी काफ़ी तादाद में श्रद्धालु यहाँ पर आएंगे।
The shrine of Vaishno Devi is one of the oldest shrines of the country. It is a 7.4 miles mountainous trek from Katara and pilgrims usually go either by foot or take a pony or palanquin to Vaishno Devi.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Pakistan violates ceasefire along LOC, Indian Army retaliates. Baloch activists protest in Geneva highlighting atrocities by Pakistan. And landslides kill at least 144 in Bangladesh after heavy rain. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.